In a world that is constantly changing and evolving, and the creator economy is growing day by day, you probably don't know where to begin. You don't know where to go to actually learn about all these different professional creatives and artists and even entrepreneurs in that space. Well, look no further because I got the perfect podcast for you. And believe it or not, it's not mine. It's the one and only Heather Parody. She's been on my show a couple times. I've been on hers, and full transparency, I'm a huge fan of her podcast, as I personally enjoy taking the unconventional path and the path less chosen. The Heather Parody podcast really takes a spotlight to creative artists and entrepreneurs so that we can all learn from these dedicated creatives. If you want to learn more about Heather, I'll leave her link in the episode notes, but you can follow her at Heather Parody on all platforms. And of course, check out her podcast, the Heather Parody Podcast, available wherever you enjoy podcasts.
You're just funny. It's funny, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how?
Come here though. Yeah, he's crazy, see? Who are you?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Oh, hey there, friends. Welcome to the show. Each week I either interview guests or I talk as these little rants about health, wellness, and social interaction. So today I kind of wanted to discuss what I've been doing this week, which ends the first week of January. I'm hoping to give you maybe one idea, possibly a couple here in the coming weeks. But this one idea in particular I've been doing every single night for the past 6-7 nights ever since January 1st. And I'm seeing some really incredible results, and that is journaling. So I wanted to give you 5 surprising benefits of journaling. Now, of course, if you're like many people, you don't think about journaling every single day because, it is kind of repetitive and some might think it trivial. But it turns out that the act of writing in a journal can bring a host of unexpected benefits to your mental and physical well-being. So in this video and podcast, I'm going to go ahead and discuss 5 of those benefits. Now, of course, I'm going to briefly mention each one. Each benefit, there is a ton of information on that, so I would encourage you to do your own research, as have I here, but I wanted to give you a couple bullet points so you can digest this information quickly and get to action in 2023. So benefit number 1, journaling can help you process and better understand your emotions. When you're feeling overwhelmed or even upset, it can be tough to make sense of your feelings. But by writing your emotions on a journal, you can gain clarity and perspective on what you're going through. This can be especially helpful if you're dealing with challenging situations, as it can help you identify any patterns or possible triggers that may contribute to that distress. Now, me personally, I've been going through a lot here in the past year, but we've had some ups and downs and some exciting news and some devastating news. So I wish I did this last year, but I told myself that I really wanted to get focused on journaling in 2023 because, like this podcast, it's a good way to vent, to get out emotions, but it's hard to do a podcast every day. Writing in a journal for 5-10 minutes is super easy. And I like to do it at the end of the night, right before I go to bed, to kind of empty out all my thoughts. Benefit number 2, journaling can improve your memory. Studies have shown that the act of writing something down can help you better retain and recall information. So if you're someone who struggles remembering things, keeping a journal could be a simple and effective way to boost your memory. I do struggle with this big time. What I gather from this benefit is if you are remembering, a task that you have to do coming up, or someone's birthday coming up, or a party you have to plan, or something like that, writing it down on paper, whether that's a journal or just a sheet of paper, just helps the memory, right? Because you're not only thinking about it, but you're writing it. And then after you do get done writing it, you read it. So that's going to overall help your memory. So that's 3 times you're impacting, or 3 times you're gathering that information versus just trying to remember it by yourself. Benefit number 3, journaling can boost your creativity. Writing in a journal gives you the freedom to let your thoughts flow without any filters or inhibitions. This can be a great way to tap into your creativity and come up with new ideas or solutions to problems you might be facing. Number 4, journaling can reduce stress. Taking the time to write about your feelings and thoughts can be a therapeutic way to release any built-up tension or stress. It can also help you identify any areas of your life that may be causing you stress so that you can take steps to actually address them. Yeah, that's one thing we don't typically do, right? Is when we see something stressful in our life, we try to figure out solutions on our own, but little do we know that the impact stress has on our body and our brain. Sometimes an easy way to kind of release that is to talk about it, to write about it, to kind of get it out there. And you need someone to vent to. And if you don't have anybody to vent to, this is where journaling is a incredible tool to alleviate that stress. Number 5, journaling can improve sleep. If you struggle with insomnia or difficulty falling asleep, journaling before bedtime can be a very useful tool. By getting all your thoughts and worries down on paper prior to sleeping, you can clear your mind so you can relax easily. And again, this is a huge benefit that I saw on day 1 just by journaling at the end of the night. Right before I go to bed, I talk about, I put everything on paper that's in my head that I'm talking about. If I have like stressful things going on, I put that on paper. It doesn't really make sense either. I just jot it on paper, run-on sentences, a lot of punctuation, no punctuation. None of it makes sense. I don't ever think I'm going to go back and read it because I don't think it would make sense, but it's just something good to do right before you go to bed. And I am seeing really good results. I'm sleeping a lot better actually by doing this right before I go to bed. So if you do struggle with insomnia like I do, I would definitely encourage you to try journaling. So there you have it. It's simple, 5 surprising benefits to keeping a journal. Whether you're looking for, a place to process your emotions or maybe boost your memory, tapping your creativity, reduce some stress, journaling is a great way and a very powerful tool to help you achieve those goals in 2023. So just give it a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you done journaling? Is it beneficial to you? I would love to know your thoughts because it's really helping me, and I hope it helps you guys. Until next time, we will see you later. Peace. Oh, hey there. I do want to say thanks for listening to this. There's some more episodes if you want to check those out, and they're all just as good. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out those timestamps below to reference some of the topics I talked about, as well as some discount links to some of our sponsors and affiliates. But thanks for listening to this episode, and we'll see you next time.